my God!
After spring break, we've been informed not to come back to campus until further notice. And then later on, about 30 minutes later, we got an email from Dean Karana, who is the college dean, saying that we have to actually move out and have everything out of our dorms by the 15th. I'm really hoping I don't have to go take this exam, because right now my priority is figuring out how my mom's going to get here to help move me out, and not about taking this exam right now.
Most recently there was one where anyone traveling back from a region that has a high rate of infection, so Korea, Japan, Iran, they have to go through a 14-day self-quarantine. And so these regulations kind of change, and again, it depends on where you live, because before it was okay, anyone traveling back has to go through a 14-day quarantine. And then they're okay, no, not everyone. And now it's okay, well, if you were in these areas, then you have to do it. And so what that means is, and it depends on the community that you live in, but basically you have to go in, you have to, register with your community, and you basically get your food delivered to you. You can't go out. They take your trash away for you, that kind of thing. So for me, I haven't had to go through that because I never left the country. I was here the whole time, but there are still restrictions even if you haven't been traveling. And so, for example, a ton of bars and restaurants and public spaces have shut down, but some of them are still open. But if you're open, they said no group dining. Everyone wears a mask when they go out. Everyone washes their hands 1,000,000 times a day. Anytime you go anywhere, you get your temperature checked. They have a temperature gun. You usually have to sign in and register if you go to the grocery store or to a restaurant or something like that. So it's basically been everyone working from home. Once in a while go out to eat, but never in large groups or anything like that. We can still go outside and go to the grocery store and walk the dog. Nobody's allowed to go back to school, and so they do that here in Beijing. They take it very seriously. But in some areas, our company has an intern that's in Wuhan now because she went to visit her parents during Chinese New Year and she got stuck. So she's there, and they are not, doesn't matter, who it is, they're not allowed to go outside. They have people coming to take the trash. They have people disinfecting the streets. I think they're allowed to go outside once every 7 days or something, and maybe for a limited amount of time. But there are no grocery stores open, no restaurants, no bars, nothing like that. It's very, very clamped down there. Whereas here, we're still, some people are still quarantining and they're still doing temperature checks, but we can go outside, we can go out to eat